bottom going up or from the top down, just because it kind of keeps it nice and ordered. So the first one we're kind of doing is we're working on our back, okay? So you can film me if you want to do this one. I know that I helped you the other day with your foam rolling and how to feel. Was it intense?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. Was it intense? Was it enjoyable? Not very much.
It wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah, it wasn't enjoyable, but it feels good afterwards. But some of these movements, you're really trying to dig into some of the muscles. There's not, the science behind why the rolling helps is not really, you can say why, okay? But you feel better when you do it, okay? They say it's kind of myofascial release. Some people say it doesn't do that, okay? But in the end, it feels better, the muscles work better afterwards, okay? So starting on the roller, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go sideways so you guys see. If you can't see, hopefully you'll be able to kind of find an angle. Start with the upper back, okay? I'm going to be below my shoulder blades here. I'm gonna raise up my hips, okay? The goal whenever you're doing this is to keep your body relaxed. If you really flex up really tight and resist it, you're not gonna be able to roll through the muscle. Then from there, you're just going back and forth. This seems super, super basic. But you're going to see some of the kids might have an issue trying to keep their body up because they don't have the core strength. And they're going to have a really hard time. So they can put their hips down and then roll. That's fine. The more you have more pressure on it, the deeper you're getting into the muscles. Okay? So that's just your basic, just kind of going forward and back. Alright? From there then, I'll go into an upper back roll. Okay? So I cross my hands over and I just twist side to side, keep my hips still with my feet underneath. Okay? We're trying to open up the thoracic spine. You'll see a lot of people that kind of, their hips and their shoulders always move at the same time if they try to roll or they twist. We're not trying to get that separation going side to side on that. Okay? Then to go from there, it's the same area of your back. We're going to go hips, go twisting. So I'm here, just hips side to side. Okay? When you're doing this rolling, try to avoid rolling specifically on your lower back. Okay? That's not an area you want to roll on. You want to loosen up everything around your lower back. You don't want to put pressure in there because that's really going to be a sensitive area. Okay? So that's upper back. Going forward then, we'll go into the glutes. Okay?
You good?
You want to film the whole thing or just go?
I'm just going to go through the whole thing with the roller.
So there's a whole one. Okay. So we're here. For glutes, I'm going to cross my leg over to give me a figure four. What it's going to do is going to get that piriformis exposed. That your sciatic nerve goes through your piriformis. It's in your glute. That one is where you get that trouble where you feel it all down the backside of your leg. Some of the kids will have a lot of issues with their hips. We're going to go right on the glute area. Now when you do this, I don't like to just roll straight forward and back. I like you to twist kind of side to side and really try to find any of those knotty areas, okay? At the end of today, if anybody wants to try it and have me show them a little bit how you can get into those areas, if you have something that's bothering you, I'd love to help. This is something I'm very passionate about. So you do this on each side. Cross the ankle over the knee, and you're working, this is your glute part, okay? From there, what do I write next? IT band?
IT band.
IT band. So next one is IT band. IT band kind of on the outside of the thigh. If you're a runner and you have any pain that goes into your knee over here, oftentimes this can get really knotty and inflamed because you're always putting a lot of stress on it. You'll feel it light up as soon as you lay on this thing, okay? So I go on the side and I put this below my hip bone, okay? So I can feel it right where that trochanter is. And I'm gonna lay right on my forearm, put my other hand down, opposite leg crosses over. Now this bottom leg I need relaxed. If I straighten this out, I'm gonna have the muscles are gonna be flexed. I'm not gonna be able to roll in there. Okay, so you gotta relax the leg. And again, you can kind of do this, but that doesn't really dig in there. What you wanna do is roll across the grain, okay? And really grind in there. Find any spots that are knotty. You're gonna get the front of your quad, okay? You're gonna get a little bit of the hamstring area. This area, if it's tight, it is going to be extremely painful. Be ready for it when you try this, okay? And you're gonna work all the way from that bone on the hip all the way to the outside edge of your knee. And you slowly work your way down, okay? So some of the kids, like I have them after school come in, they got pains here or there, they've got knee pain. Sometimes just quickly rolling out will make a world of difference for them, to be honest. It's amazing how fast that can help. What's the next one, Tom?
Quad.
Quad. All right, so on the quad, what can I do at this side? I like to put one quad on there and one off, okay? It allows me to get a little more pressure right inside that and really isolate the areas I want to get. What I'm going to try to do is work from the inside edge all the way to the outside edge of my knee. And I'm going to continue working my way up until I really don't feel any more pressure. Usually up in this area, there's not much pressure. By your hip flexor, you will feel some. Above your knee will really light up for most people. So I put my leg on here. Knee is down on the opposite leg to take some of the body weight off so it's easier. And I'm just pulling my foot through. And I'm doing that side to side action. Okay? So I'm pulling, so we call this kind of tacking and flossing. So I'm putting a lot of pressure in a specific spot. Then trying to pull the muscle and get it to stretch through that. You just kind of work your way through that, back and forth, and then slowly move my way up. Okay, this one, if your knees are kind of achy, but they're not really painful, this can actually help a lot. Sometimes that quad will get really knotty right above that bone, okay, right above your patella. So we're here. So that's all you're gonna do, working your way all the way up. Same thing up into the hip, kind of rolling around right in the front of the hip. One leg at a time. Get a little more isolation on that one. Cool. What's next? Calf. So here, I like to do one leg at a time. I like to start at my ankle on this one and work my way up to my knee. I'm going to put one ankle on, bring my other foot on top of that one to apply pressure so I can really dig into that calf. Important thing, watch your toe. Everyone does this, and what's happening is I'm stretching my calf and now I can't dig in there at all. So I'll feel absolutely nothing. Everyone's like, no, my calves don't feel anything. So relax your toe, and now all of a sudden it lights up like crazy. Alright, so we're pressing down. I say lights up. Do you know what I mean when I say lights up? Like your eyes will light up big. Have you ever seen Three Ninjas? Ever seen that back in the day and they light up the eyes? That's kind of what it feels like. You're like, oh, and then you feel that. So you slowly work your way up, going side to side, just nice and easy. Just putting pressure down, relaxing my foot, okay? And I'm going to work all the way up to underneath my knee, okay? If you find an area that's really nasty, stick on that one, make little circles with your foot and just try to work your way through it. The best way to really understand what's happening is just kind of play around with it yourself. You'll get a little better idea if someone's saying like this really hurts or this is bothering me. You can say, all right, well I roll out and it feels the same for me. Try doing this and it really feels better afterwards, okay? Just kind of play around this one. Everybody's got little different things that are tight or that are loose or whatever you feel like. Okay?
Windmills.
Windmills. So this is for your T-spine.
What's the T-spine?
So T-spine is your upper spine, thoracic spine. Okay, and a lot of times we have a lot of issues trying to open up and rotate, okay? The baseball players, I had them do it the other day and they loved it afterwards. Really opens up the chest and the hip. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay on your side, you're gonna pack your shoulders so it's a nice straight line, shoulder to shoulder. You don't wanna be kind of opened up yet. I'm gonna bring my opposite knee up on top, 90 degrees, okay? Palm extended, palm up, top hand goes on top of that. From there, I'm gonna kind of make a clock face. So I'm gonna go from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock with my right hand, keeping my knee down. You're gonna see that my shoulder gets really messed up right in this area. And you see how it comes off the ground? That's because I'm really tight through here, okay? And my shoulder is tight right back here. And so I can't get all the way flat, all the way open, okay? What you're striving to do is keep contact with the ground, trace your hand with your eyes open, right there, I get really tight, and then I bring it right back. After you do a few reps of this, you start to, don't hurt yourself just demoing there. So you want to make sure that you're going to get a little looser by that 6th rep of that one, okay? And then you do both sides. You're just going for change on a lot of these things. You don't have to just beat them into the ground. Just get a little bit of change, move along, okay? What's the next one?
Calf stretch, foam roller against the wall.
Okay, so calf stretch against the wall. Sometimes when you just wind your foot up here, you have a hard time because your foot will slide off. You can't really dig in there. If you just jam that foam roller into the corner of the wall, and now you put your foot up on that, you're able to get a little bit extra range of motion on that one. You're just holding that one, I think, for 30 seconds. 30 seconds each side. What we've noticed with a lot of the athletes that come into our facility is a lot of ankle dysfunction, okay? The ankle dysfunction leads to a lot of issues with their squatting technique, a lot of their jumping when they take off, when they land, and so we try to clean it up all the time. I do a ton of mobility with a lot of the athletes, just trying to get their knees to track right over their knees, because you're going to see this happen, and you try to get them to push their knee this way, and it goes right here and then stops. You hear they stop. So they can't squat because their knees can't track properly, okay? So calf tightness, ankle dysfunction, two things that really stop these kids from being able to squat. Cool.
Mobility circuit.
Mobility circuit. Okay, so we'll relax then. So stop. So any questions?